Oh wait, do I have the stream key?
York, New York, big city of dreams. New York, big city of dreams.
What's going on? It's Jalen from the Knick of Time show here giving you that Knicks talk just in the nick of time. And guess what? We just witnessed one of the most incredible come from behind playoff victories I've ever seen as a Knicks fan. It's right up there. It's right up there with the Larry Johnson 4-point play. It's right up there. It's one of the iconic moments. It's right up there with that Allen Houston floater to bounce in to beat that man Miami Heat. It's right up there, man. The Knicks beat the 76ers. I got the wrong score up because it's crazy, but 104 to 101. All right, let's get to these stats. OG Anunoby gives you 10 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 assist. Josh Hart gives you 21 points, 15 rebounds, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. Hartenstein gives you 14 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 blocks. Brunson gives you 24, 8, and 6. Dante gives you 19, 3 assists, and 2 steals. And McBride gives you 9 points and 2 assists. The Knicks were down, all right? They were down 5 points with 47 seconds left. Lowry misses a free throw, and here comes Brunson, who was struggling all night long. Hits a contested pull-up 3, and the Knicks cut the lead to 2. All of a sudden, Hartenstein steals the inbound pass. All right, passes it out to DiVincenzo, who shoots a 3, misses a 3. Then you see my man Hartenstein comes out of nowhere, grabs the offensive rebound, passes the ball to DiVincenzo, who hits a 3. Bang! Knicks taking the lead. Knicks did their thing. You already said Hartenstein on the other end. Try to go back to Maxey. Hartenstein on the other end. Stops a layup. Knicks get a stop. OG Anunoby gets the ball back. Hits 2 calm free throws. And the Knicks pull out a miracle win in one of the craziest finishes I've ever seen in my Knicks fandom, man. It was insane. I'm not gonna lie, guys. It took a while to set up because I didn't know what I just saw. My brain was scrambled. My thoughts were everywhere. I had to calm down. I was way too excited. More excited than you see me right now, believe it or not. This is actually me calm from what I was doing about 30 minutes ago. The Knicks, man, this is incredible. This team is special. And wow, this is just an example of when a team embodies hustle and it's in their veins, and you're playing a team who just doing it for the playoffs. We be doing this all season. We be doing this all year. This is in our veins. So when the game is on the line and push comes to shove and the pressure's on, we go back to what's in our DNA. And what's in our DNA are guys who fight, who hustle, who scrap, who claw, and they never quit. I mean, that never quit, never die say attitude got us this win. So man, enjoy this win, Knicks fans. And I'm gonna introduce you to my guy because I know they're excited to talk, man. I already know excited. First and foremost, it's the man, the myth, the legend, the guy with the stats and the facts.
Right, he's in the building. Again, this team shows that they don't quit. They keep fighting to the end. I'm excited, but I'm a part of the job is not done hive. There's 2 more to go. I'm on my Kobe-ish. 2 more to go. Job ain't done.
Job's not done. Job's not done. We got to go into Philly and punch them in the mouth one more time and take out their heart, all right? Let's get it. And you got to know, I'm going to introduce you to the Latin assassin, Lee Escobedo, man. What's going on, Lee?
Best playoff win of my life. I wasn't here for the 90s, so this is all I have. And this was not only the best playoff win of my life, this is one of the best playoff games I've ever seen, ever, not just Knicks included. And I'm so happy I got to watch it with my family, especially my dad. It was a beautiful moment, and my little nephew. Unbelievable. And there's a lot to talk about. We overcame a Jalen Bumson game. It was one of the worst games maybe the worst game I've ever seen from him. He was absolute ass, but Leon Rose has not built a one-man team. He's built a team. So we overcame that and won regardless. Shout out Leon Rose, the Don.
I agree. And all right, of course, you already know it's our XD1 baller, Ebony, aka Mad Knicks fan in the building. What's going on, Ev?
I stopped myself before I said something because I noticed my mute this time.
Yeah,
What?
you got it.
Nah, yeah, what a win! What a win! Oh my goodness, I'm so proud of this team. No quit. That's it. That's all I can ask for my team. Never quit. Give it your all every time you're on that floor. We go from somebody, two players who didn't have the best of games last game, and iHeart didn't have the best of first halves. And his response in the third quarter was crazy. What was it, 10, 12 points he had in that third quarter, I believe.
Yeah.
For them two to be, had to sit down in crucial times of the game, last game one, to having the game winning shot and then the game saving block.
Yeah.
So
Huge.
so like this is the embodiment of our team. Like they're playing for each other. Is the next man up. We're so timely. Bogey had a terrible game, but they come through in the clutches of moments. He had those two back-to-back threes. And those are his first points.
Yeah.
Those was his first
Huge.
points.
Big 6 points.
Yes, those was his first points of the game, and it came in the fourth quarter. Deuce creating. Like, you just see that this team is playing for each. He's creating for himself now and others.
I can't believe I'm watching Deuce, who was never a creator in the regular season, creating off the dribble
On the
in the
regular now.
playoffs in the
Unbelievable.
highest pressure situation ever. And Tibbs, the guy who's supposed to only trust veterans, is like letting him do it.
Yes.
Like, the balls.
Sorry.
There, there's times in the game where people look for the stars to bail them out. And this is what gets 76ers in trouble. Like, they will look to Embiid to bail them out, even though the pass isn't there. And then we'll get a turn, and they'll get a turnover. Deuce will see there's no pass to Brunson, and then have the balls to take it himself and make a play and make a correct play.
Yeah.
I'm just blown away at the rapid growth that he's had this season. It's ridiculous.
It's super ridiculous. We had our biggest lead of the game in the non-Brunson minutes.
Yeah.
When he came into the game, I think it was like an 8-point lead or so. And that was the biggest lead we had of the game. Is for what they said.
Yeah.
Deuce definitely he had back-to-back buckets, and he had a nice pull-up, and then like he had a pull-up, he got fouled off the end one on, and right before that he had like a little layup off the tough layup with the left hand.
Mm-hmm. And then he snatched the ball from weak old Tyrese Maxey. He said, "Give me that turn."
Yes. He's Zion. He's Zion Maxey. He definitely Zion.
He
Maxey.
definitely Zion Maxey. He made him looking like a Dollar Tree Kevin Knox, right?
Yeah, and just the fact, like, we have people who carry each part of the game. Josh Hart held us in the game. He held us down in the first half when everybody else didn't. Him and Dante really chipped in on the offensive end to help to hold the game close. So third quarter, like I said, we the boxers got that boxer mentality, y'all.
Exactly.
Get a feel and then make the adjustments. And you've seen that again. We came out blazing in that third quarter.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
And just OG and Mitch chipping in, being timely also. So like, it's just timely plays, not being, everybody didn't have spectacular games except Hart had a good game. Dante had a good game. And iHeart. Well, everybody else just made timely plays.
Yeah, they did. And I'm gonna highlight. I just gotta go through 3 people real quick. I'm gonna start with Josh Hart, because after the first Josh Hart game where he hits 4 threes the first time he hits 4 threes all season, he does that in the playoffs. I'm thinking, all right, we're not going to get another game with Josh Hart hitting 4 threes. There's no way that's going to happen, right? That's just an anomaly. Okay, cool. Checks the box score. Josh Hart, 21 points, 15 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks. And wait, what? 4 for 7 from 3 once again. The man who was scared to shoot versus the Miami series has all of a sudden become freaking Steph Curry. He's not afraid of the moment. He actually took a 3 in the fourth quarter that he missed. He's raining threes now. Now we're in a situation where you have Jalen Brunson surrounded by, dare I say, 3 shooters? Dare I say we got 3 shooters around Jalen Brunson? Josh Hart has essentially become the perfect role player now that he's hitting threes. He's essentially
Yes.
the perfect role player right now. Because now he's hitting threes, he's playing defense, he's getting rebounds at 6'4", double rebounds, he's leading fast breaks, he's finishing at the rim, challenging Joel Embiid at the rim. He's doing everything he possibly can, and he's played 48 freaking minutes today. Josh Lionheart did his thing, man. I commend that guy, because that's one guy who, he's taking smack all year from Knicks fans. I even criticized him for being scared to shoot, and he flew in his shooting coach. He flew in his shooting coach during that break to get back into rhythm, to be prepared for this moment, and he's delivered. So, man.
Yeah, he hit all 4 of his threes actually in the first half, but they were all well needed. That pull up at the end of the half to give us a 2-for-1 chance, that was with confidence. That's straight confidence, and that comes with work. When you put the work in, like you see Mitchell Robinson the other day, put in the work. He went up to that line pretty confident. Same thing with Josh Hart. There's no hesitation right now. I think his results. He liked the results of what his shooting coach was saying, and you can see it. He believes in that every shot, when he takes, is going to go in. Like you mentioned, he took one in the fourth quarter, and again, it's not hesitating. To me, Brunson was doing a lot of hesitating, to be honest. Had a lot of head faking, and I thought he should have just shot it on the first attempt.
Yeah, I feel like
not Josh Hart today.
I feel like Brunson needs to figure it out. I have a lot of thoughts on Brunson, but I'm gonna let y'all speak. I know Ryan and Lee hasn't spoken in a minute, so I'm gonna pass the ball. Okay, Brunson, pass the ball. I'm gonna pass the ball to you guys. and I'm gonna get your thoughts on the game and Brunson's game in general, because to me, like, we won this game despite Brunson's rough shooting game. I still give Brunson a lot of credit, because even with his rough shooting game on the line, the balls to shoot again to hit a 3 that ended up being a 3 that led to another 3 that ended up winning the game. So he still mentally was checked in. But what did you guys see about Jalen Brunson's game, and what he can change, and why it didn't work? Like, what did you guys see?
Well, before I get to Brunson, I do want to give some props. Josh Hart, he was the reason why the Knicks stayed in the game in the first half, because they played terrible in that first half, and Sixers could have easily blew the game wide open. But Josh Hart knocking in timely threes in that first half and just giving everything that he can on both sides of the ball kept the Knicks in the game within that first half, which gave them the opportunity to come back in the second half and win the game. So I have to definitely give Josh Hart his flowers. First 2 games of the series, he balled his ass off.
Yeah, man.
So you definitely got to give him his props. Number 2, I got to give my props to Bojan Bogdanovic, because there was a time in the game where the Sixers went zone and the Knicks were having issues breaking that zone, and the offense got stagnant. Dibs called timeout, put Bogey into the game, and Bogey broke the Knicks out that zone with 2 timely threes. And you have to give Dibs credit for that move, and give Bogdanovic that credit as well, because he knocked in those 2 threes to get the Sixers out of that zone and go back to man.
His own buster. Let's go.
Exactly. And also, I want to give props to DiVincenzo, because, again, knocked in that big 3 to put the Knicks over the top to win this game as well. And he played good overall throughout the game. Got to give DiVincenzo his props as well. Now with Brunson, I see the way the Sixers are guarding him, and I have a couple of ideas what the Knicks can do, but I think also it starts with Brunson as well, because I think that, because if you look at Brunson the regular season, because it's not like Brunson is not accustomed to longer guys on him. Longer guys been guarding Brunson all season, but I think in the regular season, when he was on that streak where he had a bunch of 30-plus point games, 40-plus point games, like, he attacked and he made decisive decisions. Like, he didn't hesitate with his moves. He just attacked, got to his spot, took the shot, water. But against the Sixers, he's kind of hesitating a bit with his moves. You know, even when he's trying to shake and bake, he's hesitating a bit, and because of that, I think it's throwing that off his rhythm a bit. And I have to give the Sixers credit. The Sixers are playing excellent defense. They are playing excellent defense on Brunson. Brunson barely can get any space, period. They're guarding him with length. They're forcing him right. And anybody who plays basketball knows that when you force somebody to go to go the direction of the opposite of the shooting hand, when you do that, and you're guarding them by their hip, when they go up for a shot, it makes it easier to contest because when you go up for the shot, it's closer to the defender. It's not like when
Right.
you're driving on your shooting hand where you actually can create space with the offhand and then shoot the shot. So they're guarding him with length, forcing him right, and forcing him to have to try to shoot over a longer defender when he has less space to do so on the right side of the court. Now, I think what the Knicks can probably do, and y'all can say if I'm wrong on this or whatever the case may be, but I think what they can probably do is like try to get the ball to when he's already moving left. Like try to either have him run off screens and have like a handoff where he's already moving left and then make him do a quick decision, then make him be quick and decisive going left and manipulate the defense to where either he gets a shot off or he's able to penetrate the defense and make a few passes, whatever the case may be. So I think they can do some more action with him already going left and then get the ball off to him to where he can make a quick action left on his strong hand, as opposed to like, maybe setting up pick and then, the Sixers trap him and then, he's being hesitant and things of that nature. So that's just an idea that I have. But I think Brunson did adjust in that fourth quarter a bit because instead of forcing the shot, he did drive into the paint. He got a few passes off to Hardenstein, who was able to get the floater in. So I think he did see that opening where it's like, you know what, if they're going to guard me the way they're guarding me, I'm going to drive into the paint, get a few passes off to the big and things of that nature. But I think that's one thing that the Knicks can probably do. Probably have more actions of him going left already to where he can get the ball in his strong hand and then just manipulate the defense from there.
I like Lee go. I have my thoughts on that too, but I know Lee hasn't said anything. Wow.
I want to go back to Josh Hart. That last play of the game was so beautiful because it exemplified everyone's biggest strength. You had Josh Hart with the awareness to steal the ball from Maxey while he's on the ground. That's a Josh Hart play. That's his instincts. Then you have a Isaiah Hartenstein, unbelievable offensive rebound.
Yeah.
And then you have an OG Anunoby, beautiful hockey pass, knowing that he had Dante DiVincenzo right there in DiVincenzo's sweet spot, his favorite spot to shoot on the court. And then you had Devo splashing a three to take the lead. That was like the best of every player that was involved in that sequence.
Yeah.
Beautiful basketball. Jalen Brunson was horrible. It's okay to say that. I'm the one who wrote the article. He's the best point guard in NBA. I'm not here on narrative. I haven't been a Brunson hater or a Tibbs hater. I got Extend Tibbs in my I took that same meme I used to fire him and put Extend Tibbs in my Twitter. Now listen, both of them I thought had horrible games. Tibbs I thought had a really poor coaching game. Refusing to take OG Anunoby off of Maxey has been a mistake, JL, as you pointed this out. We saw it time and time again today with him getting killed by Maxey. Him killing Maxey on their one-on-one situation, especially getting to the rack and getting easy layups. But Jalen Brunson came through when we need him. He was super clutch. I agree with Ryan. There were moments where he started finding that little pocket pass to iHeart. That's one of our best plays in our arsenal right now. That baseline, find iHeart floater. It's so high percentage. It's one of Brunson's most high percentage passes, and it's one of iHeart's it's the most high percentage shot, I think, from iHeart that he has. Brunson's shot decision-making all game was horrid. I thought he was forcing it. I like the fact that he mixed it up a little bit and passed, but overall, forcing the shot when it's not your night and Tibbs not rectifying that. The same way we saw the same relationship with Randall. And I think I got flashbacks and PTSD of when Randall was forcing the issue and not being held accountable or benched. I would have been happy with Brunson even being benched for a longer portion of time in the fourth. Put him out there in the last 2 minutes. You have to. But before that, allow McBride to be on ball and Brunson off ball, and let him try to find action through movement would have been, I think, a better opportunity than him just forcing the issue when no one else even touching the ball. There was no passing happening for the last 5 minutes of that segment before that unbelievable sequence with DiVincenzo. So, overall, happy that Brunson came through and was clutch. But damn, we've got to figure some things out. Ryan's right. There needs to be a new strategy to him open and let him have easier shots.
I think that I feel like the answer is like right in front of our face. And here's the thing. There was a time that third quarter, right? Ebony mentioned it earlier. Ebony mentioned it earlier about how like our second unit really got us back in the game. We had to leave and that second unit came back in the game. But the third quarter was also really important for us because we went on a run in that third quarter. Defensively, we were guarding like maniacs. Hartenstein was everywhere. DiVincenzo blew up like every dribble handoff known to man and forced crazy amounts of turnovers. But on top of that, it wasn't just Jalen Brunson scoring. It was Jalen Brunson spamming that Hartenstein two-man game. Like Embiid is not in shape. That dude is running around. He has one leg. He has a bad knee right now, but he runs around like he has one lung. He can barely breathe. We need to pick and roll him to death and make him make decisions and make him run around every single game. It was working. It was working. That whole second half of that third quarter was working. So when the game was on the line, and Hartenstein came back in the game and Brunson came back in the game, I was scratching my head. I'm like, yo, that play worked like 4 straight times. And then you just didn't go back to it in crunch time. I didn't get that at all. I think we should have went right back to that and then just have Jalen Brunson involved Embiid in pick and rolls again because that's not what he wants to do. That is not what he wants to do. And just making that floater was automatic. Hartenstein was in rhythm. We could have just did that. But I mean, it worked out. It worked out because we gutted it out and because that's the DNA of our team and we walked out of there with the win. So I'm happy that it worked out. But to avoid a heart attack next time in some miracle historical win where we're down 5 with 47 seconds left, we have to pretty much do an old school Reggie Miller on ourselves. Like,
Yeah.
like we can actually run some action in the fourth quarter and not just resort to a Jalen Brunson ISO because Jalen Brunson was tired, man. Like, it's funny. He actually got some clean looks in ISO, but he was so worn down from the game and the single coverage and Oubre and those guys doing a great job. Like, you can tell he didn't really have lift on the shots. When he's 3 feet away from the basket and it's short, you're like, oh, his legs are gone. His legs are gone. So I think that's what we need to do moving forward. And I don't know. What do you think, Abby? I know you haven't said anything in a while.
Yeah. I think we was too stagnant. We went back to a lot of one-on-ones. Like you said, got a little PTSD, but during the games we added a little bit more movement, but it wasn't consistent enough for me. I didn't see enough horn action. I didn't see our double picks where we have the non-shooters involved. They tried sometimes, but again, it wasn't consistent with the off-ball movement. If they're playing Brunson that way, you have to take him off ball, then get him some screens. Pull the Steph route if you have to.
Right.
Maybe off ball double screens, things of that nature. And that not just with to help JB, to help everybody to get OG better looks and things of that nature. I thought him and iHeart's connection was good. The third quarter, that was the iHeart JB connection. They had like 2 back-to-back, I think, and to start the third quarter off where he went baseline and he hit him with some great passes. Deuce hit iHeart for the floater too. So that was a good play for us. So like, man, we should go to certain things like that. And also, yeah, we just got to add more consistently. Consistently, not here and there, because that's how sometimes we're able to make these runs and then they come back because we stop doing things of that nature. That's just it. He's working extremely hard to get the ball sometimes. Like for just him to get the ball and then have to take and try to dribble against these longer length players that are trying to, they're allowing Batum to be real physical It was sometimes it felt like I thought he was fouling, maybe hugging Jalen Brunson type vibes.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Especially that fourth
But
quarter, he literally just leaned on him and hugged him.
Yeah.
It was just like, what? Like the refs ain't gonna see this? Which is
no,
why
but they
I'm looking
didn't
at the
call.
76ers fans like who were complaining about non-foul calls, like y'all need to chill.
Like we ain't just see the ref. We like this last game they called the phantom foul for MB. Remember, it was I forgot who stripped the ball, but it was a clean strip, and they called it a foul. I don't think we had any challenges to challenge it, but yeah, just JB just adding more movement, and yeah, I didn't particularly like his shot selection today. It was a couple of times I was like, well, maybe we didn't need that really, maybe we don't take that shot right then and there. But again, he's learning, and I'm pretty sure he's going to figure it out. That's one thing, I'm knowing that he's going to figure it out. Until he does, his brothers has his back, and that's the beauty of this team.
Amen.
Yes. Well said.
Yep.
I just saw Phillies filing a grievance for the officiating in the, in the last.
Oh, so sad. Too bad. File away. I'm already going to tell you how that's going to go.
From experience.
From experience, from a team who's filed a grievance and actually had a grievance. I'm going to tell you how that's going to go.
Exactly. They're gonna be like, yeah, we missed a few calls. Yeah, that's it. You lost the game. Live with it. It
Yeah.
is what it is.
Or they're going to say, "Oh, we didn't miss a call enough." Here's the thing, Philly. If you really want to look about why you should have won this game, you could have looked no further than Kyle Lowry missing a free throw in a clutch moment. You could look at that.
No.
You could have looked no further than multiple offensive rebounds given up in clutch moments of the game. You can complain as much as you want, but at the end of the day, you got to hit free throws and you got to rebound the ball. Word to tips. That's just it.
And let's not forget on that final possession as well, when Maxey lost the ball and turned it over, no Sixers came to help him. They were all on the other side of the floor watching.
That's the point too.
And allow the Knicks to take the ball and get that big three by DiVincenzo to take the lead as well.
Exactly.
I think as long as we don't allow Embiid and Maxey to be playmakers, that we'll be okay.
I agree.
We were in trouble once we were allowing them to go off, and then the Tobias Harris went off too. We had Tobias have I think he had a big second quarter or whatever. But they shut that down. They made adjustments, and Kelly Oubre, nobody else did anything besides Embiid and Maxey. So I think as long as we're able to do that, we'll be okay. Like,
yeah, now
don't let them get everybody involved.
I wanted to add to that. Now, I'm critical of some of Thibodeau's substitutions this game and some of his decisions defensively, but overall, I got to hand it to him. The team as a whole have kept all the other guys fairly silent. I know Jay Ellis was worried about Kelly Oubre going into this game. I was worried about Nicholas Batum. Those guys have been mostly non-factors.
Right.
It's been their big two, and their big two have been unbelievably. I'm very shocked at how legit Maxey has looked. Yes, in the regular season, he's been great. First-time All-Star. I was like, can he do this in the playoffs without Harden having to carry on a bigger role on ball? And he has, but they haven't been able to get the other guys involved. We haven't seen, like, in the fourth quarter, Batum or Kyle Lowry, those guys kill us with clutch threes. So my hat's off to the team defense, specifically OG, who's been very passive and soft on offense, but a damn dagger on defense when he's switching on the ball.
I don't think he's been soft on offense. I think he just takes the shots that he gets, man. Like there's a few times he calls this number, but he's not that DiVincenzo guy who's gonna like pull it from 3 feet behind the 3-point line. Like his spots are his spots. His spots are in the corner, or his spots are in the mid range. Like I don't think
I need him to take more shots. I just need him to take more shots. That's all. I don't think they can guard him. They don't have someone who can put a body on him. His athleticism and his handle. Let's see that mid range. I want that quiet light to come through and drain some mid range shots for us.
I think with OG, it's a matter of I want to say, because he does when it clicks in his head. All right, I haven't done anything in a while. then you'll see him be aggressive and he'll
Right.
make a move and do
Yeah.
what he does. But I think that's just what it is. Like he is just a very what my team needs type of player. I don't want to mess up the flow of the game. If I see others, I'm not going to insert myself just right then until they need me. Because he hit some timely buckets too. That layup, that tough layup, things of
Mhm.
that nature. So it's very, he reminds me, a lot of these players on the Knicks is sprinkled a little bit of, I used to drive my parents insane because they used to say that I wasn't aggressive enough. And I'm just saying I'm doing what the team needs me to do. And they was like, no, you shoot, like you do more than like they wanted you to like
You want the shooter
make
to
yourself,
shoot.
yeah, shoot more. You can shoot, do it more. But in my head, I'm like, I'm not going to do that and mess up the flow of the game. If I get the ball, I get an open shot, I'm going to do what I got to do. But if somebody else is doing, on fire, you just gonna go with the flow of the game type
Right.
thing. So I think that's what it is with OG. He is a more so just do it what the team needs. I think as the playoffs go, he'll find more of his footing. And where he can help the team more rather.
Yeah, because it's like he hasn't really shot well. He's hit big. He's been on this thing where he hasn't shot well, but he's hit big shots. You know what I'm saying? Like the last game he shot, well, I think it was like 4 for 10 or something. I don't know, or 30% or whatever. But he hit a huge three to break that zone on the last game. And again, crucial moments, huge rebound, hitting the bucket off the glass. So like I never really expected them to be a huge scorer. Like I just don't expect them to do that, especially with the shot diet that's going around. Like I expect that to be DiVincenzo having big shooting games, Jalen Brunson having big shooting games.
I have a question. Do y'all think that he like I gave him props for being a cutter, but I haven't really seen it too much in these last two games. It's also his shot selection that hasn't been, it's not been awful because he hasn't taken that many shots, but just like he was getting easier shots, if I want to say.
Right.
I think we're doing less cutting than we were doing
I think
leading up to this playoffs game.
I agree. I think what's happening is I feel like Tibbs is concentrating on trying to get Brunson better matchups or running Oubre off a lot of screens. So I think it's kind of litigated or cutting a little bit. I think it's kind of a byproduct of that. So like I think that's really what it is. I feel like we're just exerting a lot of energy just trying to get Brunson open. And I feel like you said earlier, we've gotten a lot of success. We've got a lot of success when Brunson just kind of like accepts that he's going to have to be a decoy. Because even though he's a scorer and is useless scoring, he's still getting so much attention. Where people are double or tripling teaming him. And if you just pass the ball, even if you'll get that hockey assist or a direct assist. Like I felt like our best moments, like that third quarter, our best moments was when he's like, I'm just going to be the decoy. I'm driving it. I'm kicking it. I'm driving it. I'm dishing out the Hartenstein. And that's one thing about actually Jimmy Butler. Actually, Jimmy Butler is sometimes so unselfish to a point where he doesn't shoot, but sometimes it works. It works for him because he'll just go 2 quarters without shooting the ball, and he doesn't care. He doesn't care, but the team will be winning because of that. And I think Brunson might have to accept that he might have to go that route for longer stretches of time, the way the 76ers are playing him. But I'm just happy we came away with this win. I'm just
facts.
this still is one of the best incredible. This is still one of the most incredible games I've ever seen in the playoffs. It's up there, man. That Larry Johnson 4-point play had me screaming when I was a kid too. I'm not going. That was up there. That's up there with the Larry Boy. This is definitely up there with the Larry Johnson 4-point play. And the Allen Houston floater game. Huh?
I think the McBride rip away is too. I love that play. That was
play.
unbelievable.
Nah, it is. That was unbelievable. But I you know what I think it is? It's just the drama of it. It's the drama of it because that rip away was great. But when the game is on the line and there's like a minute to go or 47 seconds left, and it's a pressure situation, and you have to make the play, or it's an L and you actually make that play, it makes it that much greater. That's why that 4-point play was so great, because it's like, all right, we're down. You got to hit that three and the foul. Okay, all right, now you hit the free throw. Back-to-back threes within 47 seconds. Like, that's the type of thing that happened to us. Like, I still remember watching Knicks versus Pacers in my grandmother's living room and Reggie Miller cooking us in the playoffs. Like, he hit what, three? It was like nine points in like a minute or so. I forgot exactly. I think it was 9 points in a minute. And thinking we had the win bagged up, and was upset at the end of the outcome. Like, we actually did that to somebody else. like that's the type of play that deflates a team. That's the type of play where they're gonna be talking about that for years to come. Man, you remember that team choked in 2024 when they played the Knicks? Like, that's gonna be something that's gonna be haunting them. That's iconic. That's a historic play, man. People gonna be talking about that play for years. Like, that's one of those plays that we might gonna be see on ESPN years later. Yeah, crazy, man. Like, enjoy this, man, because we watch history today, man.
Yep.
We watch history today. This is gonna be one of those Knick games that people talk about for years to come.
Nah, that McBride play kind of like, I don't know. I that was the one play I did scream on.
I screamed on that too.
That was the play. I was too shocked and stuck to say anything during the last couple of seconds when they was doing that thing. But when McBride took that ball from him and then laid it up, like, give me this.
Yeah.
And then I was on the opposite side of the same play like this. It was just like, you remember, I was like,
yeah,
let's get it.
Life comes at you fast. Yeah.
And the fact that the Philly fans and media was talking so crazy that like it was a fluke game for McBride and for him, Debo, your star player. It was like, yes, let's get it. New York state of mind.
Yeah, McBride is real, yo. McBride is real. Josh Hart is real. You can't even deny Josh Hart. He's 2 games back to back where he's hitting 4 threes. This team is real. This team has grittiness in their DNA. They do not quit, and they live and breathe that. It's one thing to say I'm not going to quit. It's another thing to, like, walk that walk and breathe it and do it. I don't know how many teams could have pulled off what we just did just now. Like, I don't know how many teams would have the mental fortitude to stay engaged in the game when they're down 5 or 47 seconds left and still believe they can win. Like, I feel like a lot of teams talk it, but we actually deliver and do it and play like it. It's insane. It's insane to watch.
It's okay to criticize Tibbs. I'd criticize a coaching decision or a rotation, because at the end of the day, this team takes on his identity. But he's the one who has molded this team to have that never quit attitude and has played guys in the regular season extended minutes to prepare them for moments like this, where Devo still has the legs to hit that three, or iHeart still has the legs to go up and out jump everybody for that offensive rebound. Right? This has Tibbs' imprint all over it. So yeah, you can critique him for a single thing, but overall, this is the best coach in the NBA this season. He should have won Coach of the Year, and he's turned this team around from where it was.
Absolutely, man. Gotta give it to Tibbs, man. I don't agree with every decision he makes. I definitely didn't agree with the X's and O's today, but at the end of the day, that team's identity and the way they fight is because that is the way that Tibbs has trained them. And of course, Leon Rose did a great job of getting guys who fit that fabric of what Tibbs wants in the team. People who don't mind getting coached hard and work hard, and it personifies itself in wins, man. We got a great win, man. This was a great win. This is a really great win. Next game, though, we gotta learn how to contain these Embiid Maxey pick and rolls.
Yep.
We just gotta realize too, we gotta know by this point, Embiid is not going to have the legs to finish games in the fourth quarter. We've seen it twice already. We've seen it twice where, like my man Jay-Z said, he had a spark when he started, but now he's just garbage. He starts out in the first quarter cooking people. By the time it gets to the third and fourth quarter, he cannot move. He does not have the stamina to keep up with these Knicks. And we are conditioned to go these types of games hard for the entire game. So he's not going to be able to keep up with us. So we need to wear him down like we have done, and then we have to really key in on Maxey, because I feel like the Sixers gonna have no choice but to go to Maxey at the end of the games because Embiid doesn't have the legs.
I don't know, Jay. They could put Paul Reed in.
Bruh.
Did Paul Reed play today?
He did?
He played today?
Did he play?
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah, he got like an offensive rebound and like 2 points, I think. Something
Oh,
like
he did.
Oh,
Oh,
Adorable.
he
Precious.
did. That is precious. That is precious.
that. There is one thing though that I do want to mention, and I want to see Dibs make this change because I'm like, I don't know why he continues to do it. I know OG's a great defender, and I know he guards 1 to 5 really well. But I don't know why Dibs doesn't see that that Maxey's not a good defensive matchup for him. Like, I don't know why Dibs can't see that.
Cooking my guy,
Like-
man.
Yep.
At least DiVincenzo. Like if you're saying,
what I'm
you know
saying.
what, we want to bring in McBride later to keep the rotation the same. At least DiVincenzo, because even like I feel like DiVincenzo's blown up a few dribble handoffs that they're giving to Maxey. I feel like he's actually deflected the ball a few times when Maxey thought he beat him, and then Devo kind of caught up and deflected the pass. DiVincenzo to me is at this point is a better matchup for Maxey.
Yeah.
So Tibbs, you gotta make that change, man. You gotta make that change.
I thought Devo did a good job. I thought sometimes he got away with some stuff too that they could have possibly called. But
For sure.
I like the energy that he was giving on that end, trying to make it disruptive. He was making them feel him. No Diddy pause.
Nah, I'm not gonna hold you. The Knicks were kind of gaming Embiid a little bit in that second quarter. I saw Brunson like grab him a little bit, try to get him mad. And once they saw Embiid getting frustrated over foul calls and stuff, Knicks are playing little mind games. I was like,
They
oh,
were,
I peeped it.
but you know how it go. They don't see what started it. They just see the reaction.
That's a fact.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a fact.
Yeah, I love when Josh Hart went up to him and then and had MB like push him down. And he went to the ground, trying to get that technical.
Nah, exactly. Especially because listen, the last game, man, the 76ers tried their hardest to try to foul OG out the game. Like every time OG tried to fight over a screen, it looked like they got shot. They're like, ah, and they fell to the floor. I'm like, come on, son, like really. Get over it, man. Get over it. Oh, man. So, yo, salute to the chat. Salute to the chat, man. If you like that show, hit that like and subscribe, man. Knicks win, man. Knicks win, the big win.
Let's go.
Historic win. That you're gonna be telling your kids about, man, I was such and such years old when I saw the Knicks hit back-to-back threes when they were down 5 or 40 seconds left to win the game. You're going to be talking about that game for that. So shout out to the chat, man. I hope you enjoyed the show. Shout out to Isaiah Ramos, Stato Barry, Fritz Alessandor, Gregory Lee, Nick Yak, A-Train, Kareem Grant. Who else is in the building? S. Parker, Craig Ward, Kamel Hillard, Anthony 212, Glamour Knicks, Shandice Amador. Everybody else is rocking with this show, man. I appreciate you guys. We like the show. Hit that like and subscribe. We here after every game talking Knicks basketball, and today we enjoying it.
I seen Jigga in the thing, and shout out to Kimmy from Twitter tuning in.
Okay, Jigga, Timmy. I missed that. There's a lot of people in the chat today.
Kimmy.
If you're new, hit that new. We can shout you out too. Shout out to Seven Felix. Yeah, and let us know where you from in the chat. Everybody from Brooklyn, anybody from New York, anybody out of town. I know my dude, he's from Africa. Now he's in Canada. He's watching from there. John Smith, I see you. Whew, man. All right. Anything else though? Anything else you guys want to talk about?
I got my
Bogey.
sniper game, but I don't got the captain in it today. It's okay though.
You have the captain at home. That's crazy.
Captain was all right. He's still on the ship. He was still facilitating things.
Yeah, man.
when
He
he
hit.
got it
Okay,
together.
he still hit a three. He still hit a three in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's what I said. He could all night off. Hit one of the biggest three. We needed that
We
three.
needed it.
It crawled in too, like it knew it needed to go in. Like, okay, I got you.
That's why. That's why he put that
Yes,
rotation
yeah.
on the ball. That's why he put that rotation on the ball. So he climbed that rim just like it did just then, man. I'll take it.
I'm gonna call this. Yeah, I'm gonna call this game timely. The players that we needed to come through, they came through timely. Like everybody did something very timely when we needed the most. They came through.
Gotcha. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Bogdanovich.
Bogey.
Yeah, Bogey.
I
I'm
told
telling you,
you.
it gotta be. I've been here before. He not getting meditated or before it's over. I can't say apologies just yet until
Fair.
because I did that before and they made me look a fool. That's why I'm kind of hesitant with your guy Tibbs right now.
PTS
Ebony, I
Ebony.
admit, though, he lives for the playoffs though. Bogdanovich. He
Right.
loves the pressure. He wants the ball in pressure time. I wish Tibbs would have played him more in the second half. I thought he should have gotten a little bit more reps.
Yeah, I did. One thing that I did question Tibbs, I'm like, all right, Deuce was having a good game. Why'd you take him
Yeah.
out?
I
But
know.
then
Nah.
Jalen Brunson hits this biggest shot. So you're like, okay, okay, it worked out. It worked out.
Jalen Brunson is not going to be bench in the fourth quarter, guys. He's not
I
going to
get
be
it,
bench
but
for
you know
Deuce
how I
Bradley.
feel about that. You know exactly how I
No,
feel
but
about that.
come on.
But somebody
in the playoffs.
when he took Deuce out, somebody said you took the wrong point guard out.
Me. That was me.
It was you. I couldn't
No,
remember
I'm just saying.
who.
I was thinking that.
Nah.
Somebody tweeted it though. Like,
Nah,
you took out the wrong point guard.
Nah. If Deuce was still cooking, I think he would have left him in, but he had cooled off a little bit by now. And so I think that's when he brought in Dante for him. And I'm happy he brought in Dante for him, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
You know what? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Ryan.
No, I was just saying that it worked out, and I think because I know the last game, Thibs finished with Mitchell Robinson and Miles McBride. Mitchell Robinson to hold Embiid, McBride to hold Maxey. But I think why Thibs went back to Hardenstein and Dante instead of McBride and Mitch was, I think, because the offense got stagnant when they were both in the game. And I think Thibs wanted to free up the offense a bit for them to score a bit more. And I think that's why Thibs opted to bring back Hardenstein and bring back Dante. And it ended up working out because Dante hit some major floaters in the game. And then on top of that, Dante hits the game-winning three. So
Yeah. Which is why it confused me. Like, why you bring back Hartenstein and don't utilize him in the pick and roll? Like I don't know. We won the game. I don't want to complain. We won.
I would like some of those passes for Mitch for Brunson to do that with Mitch.
Yeah.
It's even a cutter. Like a lot of times we missed a lot of cutters. There was a point where I think that 3-pointer play that we got, they missed Josh Hart off the inbounds. He backdoored and he was wide open on the other side. But
yeah, I think they were nervous. I feel like they were nervous.
It was Brunson that was inbounding, so he might not have even seen them. You get what I'm saying? Because it was on the other side of the court. But yeah, we definitely missed him. He was wide open underneath that basket, but it worked out for best because we got 3 instead of 2. So.
Yeah, I agree. And shout out to Mitch who had another pretty decent game.
Solid.
yeah,
It was solid.
Very solid.
Yeah, on the offensive rebounding tip. But man, Embiid, man, he's a tough cover, dog. He's a tough cover. Tough cover. So
I think we making it tougher for ourselves though. We giving him the healthy Embiid respect and not making him do more. I get he may blow by you, pause. He may get by you, but make him show he can do that. Like we're just caving and letting him shoot, giving him the respect that he can get by us.
I think it's easier said than done because he's a big man, but he's like a guard sometimes. Like you play up on him too much, he'll just blow right by you.
You let him get that. That's a 2. And you think he's gonna be able to do that the whole game?
No,
But
he's
I'm saying
not. That's why.
exactly. That's why you heard Clyde say the whole time, make him move.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Make him. The more he moves, the better that is for us. Eventually, you wear him down. It's wear and tear.
Yeah.
He's going through it right now. You gotta force him to put that ball on the floor.
Nah, I
You
agree
gotta
with you.
you gotta show me that you can do this consistently.
Nah, I agree with you. You got to, but it's also you have to play that carefully too because he he's a foul merchant too. Like he is Mr. Dark Arts. Like I feel like most of the time when he puts the ball on the floor, he gets a foul call almost every time. So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just let him go. I take the two. Sometimes you gotta let him go. If he blow by you, just let him go. Don't let him be a somebody that blows by you and get a three still by
Right.
passing it to Tobias or somebody of that nature. But if he get by you, okay, this time he got by me. Now you adjust, but don't. They were giving him way too much room, and he was just basically having a set shot practice. Like that was practice. Like he didn't have to move. I'm taller than you. I'm going to shoot over you.
Right. Right. Nah.
That's no movement.
I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you. All right, but whatever. We still got the win though. We still got the win. Yo, guys, 2 in a row, 2 in a row. I'm out. Do we get the brooms? Is it broom time or is it I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of dusty in here. It's kind of.
Yeah.
Listen, I ain't gonna hold you. Next game is gonna be tough.
Yeah, it is.
Next game, probably gonna be the toughest game of the series so far.
Yes.
I'm gonna be in that building.
Yeah. Yo, get in there black hoodied up.
Oh yeah, you already know I've been wearing black all since the game one.
Yeah.
Since game one, all blacked out.
Get in there black Nick hoodied up. That game is gonna be tough because they're gonna be desperate, they're gonna be scrapping, they're gonna be playing the hardest they ever played, and they're gonna be at home. So we're gonna have to dig deep. I mean, that's what we do anyway. We're gonna have to dig deep and try and get them in this 3-0 hole. It's gonna be a tough game, and we gotta make it impossible for them to come back. We gotta. It's time to put the foot on their necks right now.
Facts. And the Knicks were able to get away with 2 bad Brunson shooting games at home. I don't think they're going to be able to get away with it on the road.
Yeah,
Brunson
agreed.
to show up on the road. If the Knicks are to take at least 1 in Philly, he has to show up on the road.
Has to, because what happens on the road players start to play better on the road.
Yo.
Role players start to play better on the road.
But
So
they almost going home too. They get hyped when they go to Philly. The Nova boys.
yeah,
That's their playground.
That is true.
that is true. And Knicks fans do travel. We already know the party bus is being loaded up. So
Ebony is.
There it is. So it's going. I know we got what MSG. That's MSG, right?
Shout out to Kimmy in the chat. Said we in there.
Yeah, y'all in there, Kimmy. Let's go. Represent Kimmy. Represent Kimmy. That's my sister's name, Kimmy.
Yo, that's what's up.
Shout out to Kimmy. Shout out to my sister too, Kimmy.
But yeah, I know it's gonna be they're gonna look to come forward with a punch. But it's just that they I don't think they don't have enough and they don't have the dog. Again, our physicality makes people look a lot different.
Nah, it does.
I think we've been handling Embiid with kitty gloves, to be honest, because we haven't made him move left and right the way we're supposed to. We haven't put him in the pick and roll action the way we're supposed to.
I agree.
We haven't made him show that he can stay out on this court. We've kind of just let him be. You shoot standing still. You back off into the paint no matter who it is, iHeart or Mitch. You just back up. It's not there's not enough of him moving for me, and I think that changes in game 3. To be honest.
Nah, I agree. We gotta attack them. And funny enough, I do feel like the Knicks attacked him in certain points. The Knicks we won the points in the paint battle. Points in the paint. Knicks had 40 points in the paint to 30. There was a point in the game where I felt like DiVincenzo and Josh Hart in particular, they made a consistent effort to just go right up Embiid's chest. and they had a lot of finishes right in his chest in the paint. So Knicks did a good. I feel like the Knicks did a decent job challenging him in the paint. But I agree with you. They need to keep him moving, pick and rolls, and he's gonna wear down by the time he gets to the fourth quarter, guaranteed.
And I do want to throw out something too, because I do think you made a good point, Jay, about them attacking MB repeatedly, because teams, at least smart teams, when they notice something and they notice something working, they spam it over and over and over again until they prove that they can stop it. Because there was a game I watched earlier this season between the Lakers and the Clippers, and I swear to God, the Clippers had the lead on the Lakers, and like for the last maybe 5 to 6 minutes of the game, the Lakers repeatedly went pick and roll, Anthony Davis, LeBron James, repeatedly, like almost every single play.
That's what they did to
Repeatedly
us.
pick and roll, Anthony Davis, LeBron James. And that's how they came back, because the Clippers could not stop it. And the Clippers guarded it the same exact way every single time, and they could not stop it. So I mean, if for the Knicks, it's like, yeah, if you see that that's a weakness for the Sixers, why not go to that over and over and over again until the Sixers prove that they can stop it?
Yeah, that's why I didn't understand. I didn't understand why we didn't go right back. We didn't go back to the Hartenstein, Jalen Brunson pick and roll. I didn't understand because it worked like 4 times in a row in the third quarter. Crunch time, we isolating Brunson. Nah, make like Perk said, make Embiid move those puppies, pick and roll that guy. But it is a next one though. We won.
You have to, because you already know the threat that he is on the offense, you know. So if you can make them think twice, because he's a liability on the other end, or even on offense, because remember when Mitch did make him start putting it on the floor, he start coughing it up at points. You know, he's turning it up. They recovered one time, a couple times they didn't recover it. But they had where he was poking the balls and everything. And it's just like that happens. And Clyde, I remember Clyde said, yes, exactly. Let him make a move. You know, you hear him make a move.
And we were able to get a couple of steals off of that too. We waited for him to put the ball on the floor. Brunson would come for steal it. DiVincenzo would come for steal it. It was working. It was working. So you're right.
Yeah, and the funny thing about it too is, since Ebony brought it up, because I saw a video breakdown of the first game the Knicks played against the Sixers where MB was healthy, and that's exactly what the Knicks did. Knicks made him move, and then when he made his move, that's when the Knicks brought in the double team, and then that's when they were able to strip him and cause turnovers and things of that nature. So it's like, okay, he's not healthy now, so why aren't we making him move more? You know what I mean? It makes a lot of sense. Like, that's what y'all did to him in the first matchup.
I agree. But yeah,
and you're also, if you're not going to implement iHeart or especially Mitch into the offense, you're letting him take plays off on defense. He's not having to exert any energy, or even put him in a position where he re-aggravates an injury if you're not even attacking him, whether it's off a lob or off a dribble. So they need to be implementing iHeart certainly more because of how efficient that shot is. And just let's stop looking off Mitch. Give him some easy lobs. That's a way for Brunson just to get engaged. If the shot's not falling, look for your other guys. And Mitch is a great opportunity for an easy 2 points with the lob.
Yeah,
and puts him in trouble if he stops him.
Yeah,
I
like
agree. I think they have to do what they did kind of this series. How Jalen Brunson played Cleveland with Mobley and Jarrett Allen with Mitch. They connected with Mitch a lot during that series. Like lobbing it up so they could keep the bigs honest. I think we need to take that kind of approach for both iHeart and see they found some success. I'm pretty sure that's going to happen more, you know, next game, and maybe even Philadelphia adjust to it because they see that you know, we had a little weak spot in our defense. This worked a lot, but I don't think it's not anything they can do really when it comes to Embiid because he's really hurting.
Yeah, no, I agree. And Mitch actually has the stamina now to actually catch those lobs and finish them.
Yes.
So I think it's a perfect time to actually start to do that for sure. All right, yo. Good talk, guys. Good talk. Salute to the chat. It's time, man. It's time for the other part of the show. You guys know what it is.
You got this sound. I was ready. I was about to do it.
Oh, I see.
Oh man, it's the bruh picks, man. The bruh picks are usually this dumbest plays of the game. Sometimes not a dumb play of this game. It could be another game, or sometimes it's just something stupid, something dumb, something idiotic that happened that you want to point out and say this is stupid, this is dumb. Just like our favorite bruh pick, Paul Pierce, who said something dumb earlier. He said that if the Knicks. He said the Knicks would not get out the first round. And if they do get out the first round, he would wear a Jalen Brunson jersey. So get ready, sir. Get ready.
I cleaned up my pod, so I don't have my cornballs. But y'all know he corn. Y'all already know.
We know. We know. So all right. Guys, lady. Any bruh picks?
Yeah, I got a couple.
Okay. I did
Look
too.
the clip.
So my first broad pick is gonna go to, I'll first say this. People can fan how they want to fan. It is what it is. You celebrate how you want to celebrate. I'm just not a fan of jersey burning. I don't care whether it's my own. I don't care if it's a player that used to play for the Knicks. I don't care if it's an opposing team player. Me personally, I'm just not a fan of burning another player's jersey, and especially a player that hasn't really done anything to really cause any to get any vitriol from the fans and things of that nature, right? And the way I see it is like this: like the fans that burn Embiid's jersey, I actually have respect for Embiid because I know he's hobbled out there and he's actually playing his ass off on a hobbled knee, trying to, will his team to a win and trying to, get them to the next round. So for me, it's like I have a lot of respect for dude because in all reality, he probably shouldn't even be playing right now. He should probably be sitting on the bench resting for next season, but he's going out there sacrificing his body to play. And then, then you're going to disrespect that dude by burning his jersey for really no reason. I'm like, I don't really understand that. But like I said, I'm not really a fan of burning jerseys in any capacity. So, for me, those set of fans, they get a bruh. But at the end of the day, like we all on the same side, we still cheering for the same team. We all want the same results. So it is what it is.
All right.
My next bruh pick goes to the Sixers training staff because I don't know what y'all are doing, but y'all got my boy Embiid out there looking wild because my guy's eyes is going all over the place. I don't know what y'all doing to that man. I don't know if y'all drugging him or whatever the case may be, but my guy's eyes is all over the place. My guy look like he barely even there right now, so I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on.
My guy going in.
Oh my God. I kind of feel like I'm watching those like body snatcher movies, like when an alien just takes over your body.
Oh no!
And it's like you tell it's not real because one eye's blinking by itself.
Oh man!
Like
Chat going in.
it's like, what is up with his eye?
Oh man!
Why is one eye looking that way and the other eye looking that way? Like this is, I don't know, that's weird.
Yeah, but those are my bro picks. Those are my bro
Yeah,
picks.
I told y'all I was worried. He had me worried. I'm like, what happened? They got is the drugs? Like, do they? Because his knee, they give you a painkillers.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's going? It scared me because it looked like when your doll malfunction. You remember them blinking dolls when we was little and it malfunction.
Damn.
Like I'm not even. I was fearing for his health. I'm really concerned. And all jokes aside, dead serious. Because that's exactly what it reminded me of, a broken doll. Like even when he was laying on the floor. When he was on the floor last game, the one eye was just blinked, and I'm like, is his eye really like something ain't right? And I'm scared because I don't want it to be another Isaiah Thomas type of story. You get what I'm saying? I don't want that. I these ballers. Granted, he's on the Philadelphia 76ers. He's still
no, you don't know nobody hurt.
Yeah, exactly. That plays my the game that I love, and he's a human being, and you don't want him to get hurt or further damage outside of the game.
Nah, I
And
agree.
they're talking about eyes and knees, and he struggling for both. I don't know if Ryan has another bruh pick, because then I could go right into mine for this.
Go
right?
ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm done.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because he's on the post game, and he can't look up. He talking to people like this. He talking to the reporters with his head down. So it might really be something like not even. But he is my bruh pick though. It's eye injuries aside, and Embiid is my bruh pick for saying we should be 2-0. How, Sway? I give you 1-1, which I shouldn't be 2-0. How, Sway? How? What? Here we go the whole quote. Here go the whole quote. Look, I can't even talk right. He made me so mad. We should be 2-0. We good. Oh, okay. We're gonna win this series. We're the better team. Oh, really? Oh, really? No,
Wait, who said that?
no, sir, fella. Where your delusional juice at? I don't want none of that. Where'd you buy that? I don't want none of that.
Wait, Ev, who said that?
Embiid, this is his post-game quotes. Word for word. We should be 2-0. We good.
Wow.
We gonna win this series. We're the better team.
Okay.
Yo, what's
Delusional.
wrong with people giving Knicks credit that they just rather look dumb?
I'm not even worried about it. I'ma just take a mental picture and see what happens
I
in a
agree,
couple of games from
A-Train.
now.
I agree with A-Train. The Embiid the delusion from them painkillers. I get it. I will give him a pass. I'm gonna give him a pass.
Ah,
Oh, man.
Jeez. Okay. So then that goes to my other bruh pick, who happens to be Nick Nurse. And I didn't see Nick Nurse's quotes today. He probably earned it again today. But this is from last post game when he said about the foul situation and how he never seen the fouls be called so much this whole playoff, and that the whole playoffs wasn't that was game number 1, wasn't it? Wasn't that game number 1 we just played last game? So what whole playoffs is he talking about?
he just wants talk. Worry about
Yo, that's
offensive rebounds,
goofy.
and then maybe you'll be in better shape.
Facts.
Like, what's wrong with people not giving us credit? Like, we've been bad so long, I guess, that they just can't do it. They can't see themselves doing it, so they just really rather look stupid.
At this point, I'm just laughing. I don't even care. It's just funny to me. I'm gonna just point and laugh. It's like, oh, poor baby. You deserve to win. Okay, that's cool.
Okay.
You can cry in Cancun. That's fine.
I got one more because I got to go to, I guess, the NBA media. Whoever votes for these awards. I get Jamal Mosley is a great coach, and he's doing very good in Orlando, and they're getting their ass smacked. Oh, I'm sorry. They're getting smacked right now, right?
Mhm.
But in what seed are they? What seed is Orlando? I don't even know. I really don't know.
Sixth.
Six. Fifth or sixth.
No,
Where's New York at?
Second.
And without how many people did that 3 starters not miss crazy amount of games? But Jamal Mosley is up there. After they already killed us with not having Brunson on a clutch performer list, or even an MVP list. We ain't on the most improved list.
Now I'm with you. Shoot. I got a quick bro pick. My bro pick is to all the 76ers fans who say, man, y'all lucky Embiid is hurt. We don't have Julius Randle. We don't have a whole all NBA player who was kicking y'all butt. We was kicking y'all butts by 30 when we had our full team. Like, I have no sympathy for you guys. None. We literally was missing half our starting 5 for half of the season and still ended up with a 2 seed. We really did that. And now we're in the playoffs up 2-0 without an all NBA player who's having his best season of his career. Like, I have no sympathy. So, bruh, for everybody's like, oh yeah, you lucky Embiid in here. You lucky randomly in the lineup. Like, shut up.
Oh, Mitch holding him because he got one leg. Oh, Mitch got one leg too. What y'all talking
Yeah,
about?
and Embiid fall on the floor every time to get a foul call.
Facts. And you know what? I'm glad Embiid and Nick Nurse said what they said, because I hope the Knicks take that, put it as bulletin board material.
That's motivation.
Going to game 3 and punch them in their mouth.
That's real motivation right there.
That's
Agreed.
a fact. That is a fact.
That's why I respect what the Knicks are doing. We're not trying to give them excuses or give them any extra motivation. Motivate yourself. You understand? I learned that at a young age. You start talking junk and you get shut up. You you don't give them motivation, type of thing. Let them motivate themselves. So I definitely understand that, and I, like I've been saying this whole season, that these injuries could be a blessing in disguise. It forced Tibbs to come out his comfort zone. It made other people have to step up and get comfortable in their positions. This is not pressure for them. This is what they've been doing the whole year right now. So again, we don't wish injuries or anything, but if you have to take a positive out of anything, I think that would be it. And I remember this is the opposite of last year, where we healthy and struggle in the playoffs. Now we struggle in the playoffs and we're semi-healthy. We're still missing Julius, but we're getting there.
You're getting it.
It looks, even though we're having ugly games, we're used to the ugliness.
Yeah, we win ugly all the time. So
yeah, whereas the other teams, they're dealing with injuries late in the season, and it's hard. It may be harder for them to adjust.
Good point. All right, Lee.
Oh yeah, one more quick broad pick. Broad pick goes to the Lakers, because I saw the Lakers up by 20. It looked like Denver's about to come back and win this game. The way this game is trending right now. The Lakers really cannot beat Denver. Denver come back and win this damn game.
Damn,
you're gonna have Mike Malone talking about them they ain't gonna be on no float this year. Sorry, Denver.
Yeah. We are.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Spider-Man told me.
Well, since all you cover the Knicks, I'll move on to the rest of the NBA. Got one bruh and one ooh. Ooh pick, surprisingly, I gotta give credit where credit's due. Evan Mobley has played very well for the Cavs. Cleveland's up 2-0 on the Orlando Magic, and a big part of that is Mobley improving his offensive game, being more of a threat. And this season, he went from like 24% from 3 to 37% from 3 for this season, which is pretty hard to believe, as horrible as he was. I'm not a Cavs fan, but I do like Evan Mobley, and I'm glad to see his offensive game come around. He didn't have a great shooting night tonight, but last game he did, and I think overall he'll probably help them, at least with their spacing. They were just so much cluttered, a log jam there in the paint between him and Jared Allen. So him adding a 3-ball makes him a more dangerous team. I hope we play them so we can smack them too, but I do like Evan Mobley, and I'm happy that he's developing his game.
I'm hesitant to give him any credit because he's on the Cavs.
Hold on, I just want to say real quickly, Cleveland's so happy they not playing us. I seen the clip of Darius Garland looking like a jester. Like they so happy they ain't gotta play.
Yeah, but then because y'all ducking smoke, y'all losing games on purpose. I don't respect.
Agreed.
Yeah, and
I agree with that.
Even though Evan Mobley's a better player this season, he still needs to get stronger ankles.
Words McBride. Word to McBride. Oh man.
Word to McBride. McBride out here collecting stuff. He's collecting highlights. He got ankles. He got dignity.
He got
dignity.
Ankles and dignity is crazy. Oh man.
Ebony for the kill. My bro. Okay.
All I heard when he did that is Your soul is mine.
Yep.
Oh man.
Bruh pick is my favorite bruh pick. Like Ebony loves Paul Pierce and Gilbert Arenas. I love having the Dallas Mavericks as my bruh pick. And they got smacked. I mean, smacked by the LA Clippers without Kawhi Leonard. And I heard all this talk about Zubac is going to get hunted. Zubac's going to get destroyed. Zubac had a career night, but career playoff night in points, had like 15 boards, demolished Daniel Gafford, demolished PJ Washington. Clippers look good. I think at the end of the day, defense and coaching matters. Mavs have the worst coach in the playoffs in Jason Kidd, and the Clippers have one of the best in Ty Lue, and also have a great defense. It was great to see them hold Dallas at 20 points. Yeah, I think it was like 20 points in the second quarter, or yeah, I believe that's right, which is like horrible for their offense, which has been pretty potent all year. So yeah, love seeing the Mavs lose a game. Hope they lose another one, so I win a little money in my pocket.
Bruh.
Lee,
Oh,
I just
man.
want to say real quick about the Mavericks. I know people was high on their streak, but I didn't believe in their in that team either. Luka and Kyrie are great players, but they're great individual players. It's kind of like, okay, y'all do your thing, but we not gonna let everybody else do their thing, and they're not trying to get everybody else involved in a lot of aspects. And when the playoffs, the floor shrink, that looks a lot different. And you're playing against a lot of defensive minded folk over there. And the Clippers.
Hungry people too. I mean, those are stars that have never won that want to win really badly, like Russ and Harden. So they're playing their ass off. Harden looked like old school Harden. It looked like a throwback game. And also the Mavs role players, Dante Exum, Derrick Jones Jr., PJ Washington. These guys can't put the ball on the floor. They depend on being activated by high level PGs like Luka and Kyrie. So when the defense
It's PJ's first year in the playoffs too, right?
yes, and Gafford.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, yep. That's it.
Exactly.
Yeah, him and
Derrick
Daniel
Jones Jr.
Gafford, come on.
Yeah.
Good player, I mean, but
Jason Kidd is a coach, so you know what's going to happen there.
yeah, well.
The guy they used to call Asen.
Yeah, he's a Black Steve
No
Nash
shade.
coaching what?
No J.
No, it's crazy.
That's
No
where I
J.
get that Dame. No aim, no Dame, like no
Dude,
D, right?
damn.
Yeah, because
No J is such a layered joke.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
so
Oh
dark.
man.
it just worked right out for him because he really didn't
Oh.
have a J.
Yeah,
Wait,
but then
he did develop one later in his career, though. He did develop one.
Mavs
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
he did. All right. That's the show, guys. Thank you.
Oh yeah, Parker. As Parker said, real quick. Sorry, Suns about the Suns too. Yeah, Suns. It's looking like Ant Edwards is talking about like he was Michael Jordan did to Magic Johnson and Larry Bird. It's a new sheriff in town.
Oh,
Yeah. He was talking trash to KD too. He was talking to KD wild.
Yeah,
in
he's
that
talking
game.
He called him an old egg. You know what?
Wow. Smiling. I got you, old head nigga. It's like, yo.
Smiling with the head.
Yeah.
Yo.
He was smoking him, man. Woo! He was just going crazy.
you know it's real. All you can do is just smile and nod.
Yeah.
Just-
Life come at you fast, man. Man.
For real. That's what you get, Katie. Don't you wish you came to the Knicks?
I saw some meme said that he's like, oh man, I can't wait to join the Timberwolves next season. All right, that's the show. Thank you guys for watching. Ebony, let them know where they can find you.
You can find me here every post game. You can find me on Twitter, Twitch, and Instagram at Mad Knick Fan. I do on Twitch. I do a pregame for the Knicks every pregame for Your Take Knicks, and for the Liberty season, I host Bowling with the Queens.
All right.
And I also will do. I'm doing the Liberty Latte too. So yeah, that's coming out soon.
Oh, Liberty
so,
Latte, I like the name. All right.
Yeah, Liberty Latte. So check that out. Coming soon. I will post that up. And Yeah, I think that's it.
That's what's up. That's what's up. All right. Lee, let them know where can find you, sir.
On Twitter at _ Lee Escobedo, LeeEscobedo, or search the hashtag bum, hashtag Mavs, and you'll see me Spain the block on all the Mav fans tomorrow after they lose game 2.
Let's go. All right, yo, Ryan G, let them know where can find you, sir.
You can find me on Twitter at RyanGKOT. You can also find me on Instagram at Sir G is chilling.
Sir G is chilling.
That's SIR. G is CHILLIN.
All right. You can also find us at BKOT Show on Twitter, the Knick of Time Show on Instagram, and the Knick of Time Show on Facebook. All right, cool. That's the show. Thank you guys for watching. Next game is what is the next game? Next game is
Thursday.
Next game is Thursday. So we will be here on Thursday. It's a nice little rest for MB's knees. So we will be here on Thursday after the game.
Pause. No Diddy though.
Oh my god. Our rest for MB's knees. Oh my god. Bruh. Like what? All right, I'm just let that boat pass.
I knew he was gonna do that.
Just gonna let it pass. Sail away. Okay.
That's too funny. I'm sorry. I can't help it.
All right. All right, yo. That's the show, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Next Station TV. Oh man, it has always.
Shout out the worldwide west. Everywhere we go, we leave a worldwide mess.
It's a mess out here in these Knicks YouTube streets. That's the show. We out of here.
Peace.
New York, big city of dreams.